For most students, interacting with others may come easy, but for students with autism spectrum, simply saying hello can come as a challenge. Beyond pictures and posters on the wall, Klein takes the Harry Potter theme a step further with Hot Cup's very own Cupboard Under the Stairs. The addition of the new 3D equipment helps make history come to life. While being the mayor of Raynell comes with a lot of hard work and long hours, Mayor Pendleton still finds time for a little fun. Students came to the Brain Expo to experience science in a hands-on way they may not get in the classroom.
More than 600 elementary-age students visited the 6th Annual Brain Expo at Marshall University. The goal of the Brain Expo is to educate the students about the brain, neuroscience research, and to promote science as a career in a way that is fun and engaging.
I just love to see the kids getting excited about science. That's really our biggest goal, is to get them in there, get them hands-on, doing things, doing science, and coming out really excited about science. That's really what's important, to get them started in careers in science and to show them that science really can be fun and exciting.
The students were able to visit more than 20 stations with activities led by Marshall University students. Each station showcased a way the brain works, information about the brain, or ways to keep the brain healthy.
We study a lot of literature and a lot of math in our classroom, but I can't possibly introduce them to the wonderful concepts that the Marshall Neurological Department does in this.
Students came to the Brain Expo to experience science in a hands-on way they may not get in the classroom.
I put my right hand in here, and I put my left hand in this box, and then they put a fake room on the side, and they rub them both with this little thing for paint, but they don't have paint on it, and it'd make your mind think that the fake arm was your real arm because that's what you were looking at.
I've done the fear, and I stuck my hand inside the box, and I thought I felt like eyeballs, fuzz, and goo.
The Brain Expo has been at maximum capacity for the past few years. This year, schools from Cabell, Mingo, and Wayne counties were able to participate. For Marshall Today, I'm Laura Hatfield. On the outside, Joseph Galloway looks like a normal student. But on the inside, he is dealing with the challenge of living with autism spectrum disorder, or ASD, a neurological disorder that affects one's ability to communicate, understand language, adjust to changes, and relate to others. Marshall University's college program helps provide support for those living with ASD.
Students with Asperger's syndrome really need that kind of role model in their lives for decision-making purposes, for time management and organization type skills. Someone to really go to bounce ideas off of.
In a study conducted by the CDC, 1 in 6 children have a developmental disorder, and 1 in every 68 children have ASD.
For most students, interacting with others may come easy, but for students with autism spectrum, simply saying hello can come as a challenge.
I've described my autism and me thinking as a tree. The way I interact with people who are normal or what's called neurotypical is almost a tree-like way of thinking. I have a certain scenario I have to take care of. And I take all my past experiences with different types of people and categorize people by looks or the way they act or what I can assume from a person when I first meet them.
Galloway says he was bullied growing up because of people not understanding his autism.
I would carry a computer around and I had people take my things and they would make fun of me and I'd be hit in certain situations. And in a high school scenario, when you're at that young age, you're very vulnerable to people's perceptions and such.
Galloway says the college program is filled with people he calls his second family. Because of this, he says it was easier for him to adapt to college life and certain social norms. For Marshall Today, I'm Laura Hatfield. Well-behaved, loving dogs make for ideal companions, according to Janine Lazarus, who teaches her canine students to be just that. Lazarus, the owner of Good Lad Dog Training, believes it is important to teach both the dogs and their owners how to live together as partners.
Basically, what I try to do is teach the humans what the dogs really want and need and are saying, and I try to teach the dogs what the humans expect of them. So I'm sort of a translator.
Her position is every dog wants to succeed, and they just need to understand what you're saying, and she helps you communicate with your dog.
Janine Lazarus' job is to teach the dogs obedience, but her dog Lizzie helps teach them how to socialize correctly with other dogs.
Lizzie's job is to teach the dog how to play, but still in a respectful manner. So she will chase and run and wrestle and play with another dog until that dog becomes inappropriate in its behavior, and then she will very quickly let that other dog know that that's inappropriate without causing harm to the other dog.
Aside from weekly group classes, Lazarus does home visits and private lessons to get a better sense of what the dog experiences on a daily basis.
It's much more interesting for me to see a dog operating within its normal everyday confines. And at that point, I can actually be effective.
Lazarus says there are no bad dogs. They simply do not know how to behave until they are trained. Laura Hatfield reporting.